So we're on the last stage of scientific inquiry, and this one is all about data analysis, questions 41 through 60. Out of 19, however many you have correct, you're going to divide that by 19, and that will equal your percentage. Just like before, you need to have a 75% or above. If you don't have a 75% or above on data analysis, you will want to study that more before your EOC and your end of year exam with me. Number 41, A. Bar graphs are best used for comparing separate sets of data, and the length of each bar represents a number. 42, B. A line graph can be used to show change over time. In this investigation, a double line graph could be used to show how aerobic exercise caused the breathing rate to change over time versus how anaerobic exercise caused the breathing rate to change over time. Question 43, B. To find the mean, you add the numbers together and then divide by 8. The mean of this set of numbers is approximately 8.26. Question 44. The answer is A. The following 14 items can be recycled: 4 milk bottles, 4 newspapers, and 6 soda cans. In fraction form, 14 items out of 20 total items is 14 out of 20. Since 14 twentieths is equal to 71 hundredths, then 70% of the items in the trash bin can be recycled. Question 45, A. There are many reasons for a scientist to make the results of his or her work public. First, it is necessary for other scientists to evaluate and critique the investigation. Also, other scientists should try to replicate the results. Finally, other scientists can learn from the results, so their future investigations may be influenced by said results. Question 46, the answer, D. If those that floss daily, Jamal, Brandy, and Travis, are compared with Kendra, the dentist's hypothesis is supported. However, if they are compared with Stephanie, the dentist's hypothesis is not supported. Therefore, future research is necessary before a final conclusion can be reached. Question 47, the answer is B. Collected data often shows patterns. In this case, the data indicated that each new coil added to the magnet's solenoid doubled the number of paper clips the magnet could pick up. Question 48, D. Keeping accurate records is essential to maintaining a scientist's credibility. This is because investigations cannot be replicated if the scientist has not recorded the exact steps of his or her procedure and all of the relevant observations he or she made throughout the investigation. Question 49, B. Line graphs are best used to show, again, change over time. Helen's data illustrates how a radioisotope changes over time, so a line graph is best suited to organizing her data. Question 50, B. Data tables should include spaces for all of the information that needs to be recorded during an experiment. In this case, it's necessary to know the mass, the starting temperature, the amount of heat applied, and the ending temperature. So table Z is the correct answer. Question 51, D. A scientist's work often builds upon previous work done by other scientists. Members of the scientific community are obligated to ensure the accuracy of their data so that their conclusions and those of their colleagues are based on solid facts. That's what makes us science. 52, C. The keyboard shown has 40 keys, including letter, number, and symbol keys. 10 of the 40, or a quarter in simplest form, are keys with numbers on them, and 30 out of 40, or 3/4 in simplest form, are keys without numbers on them. Since 1/4 is equal to 25%, then 25% is the correct answer. Question 53, D. The range is the difference between the smallest and the largest numbers in the set. 49 degrees Fahrenheit is the largest number in the data set, and 39 degrees Fahrenheit is the smallest number in the data set. So the range is 49 degrees Fahrenheit, subtract 39 degrees Fahrenheit equals 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Question 54. B. A ratio represents a comparison between two different values. The ratio of chocolate cones sold to strawberry cones sold can be expressed in three ways. The first way you could have said 5 to 3. The second way you could have represented 5 with a colon and then 3. Or a third way could have been 5/3 in fraction form. Number 55. C. Scientists share results with the scientific community so that each scientist may make sure the results are correct and then improve or expand upon the results with further research. Results can be reported at scientific conferences or in papers published in scientific journals. Question 56. B. The human population experienced a steady increase throughout the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, and the Middle Ages. It experienced the most growth, however, during the Modern Age. This may be due to improvements in medicine, preventative health care, nutrition, and sanitation. Number 57. B. Observations including observations made by scientists can be biased by an observer's expectations. If an observer expects an event to occur in a certain way, it is more likely that the observer will report the event occurring how he or she expected it to occur in the first place, even if it doesn't actually match the observer's expectations. Number 58. B. The student's data supports the scientific explanation given about photosynthesis. The graph is indicating that light intensity affects the rate of photosynthesis. However, once the maximum rate of photosynthesis is reached, increasing the light intensity will not increase the rate. Question 59. D. The student hypothesized that placing blood cells in high concentrations of salt water will cause them to grow and eventually lyse. However, the table shows that the lower concentrations of salt water actually cause blood cells to grow and lyse. So the initial hypothesis is not supported by the student's data. Instead, the cells shrink with increasing salinity. Question 60. C. More Americans died from cancer in 2007 than strokes, injuries, and Alzheimer's disease combined. Strokes were at 6%, unintentional injuries 5%, and CLRD 5% account for 16% of the deaths in 2007, which is less than cancer. Cancer was at 23%. Since there is no additional data provided, it is impossible to make comparisons to other countries or current statistics.